It looked like he had something else to do that day. That's all I have to say. Like I was very proud. Hi, Elijah, you're back.
Hey,
Elijah.
sorry guys, my internet's not so good today. There's like 8 people using the Wi-Fi right now, but I'm about to lose it. I've been up since 2 a.m. last night trying to finish this math assignment, and the online homework system keeps saying that some of my problems are wrong. But I've been over them, and I think they're right. Maybe somebody programmed the answers in the system to be wrong, or is it something I missed?
I totally know that feeling. Usually, when you're stuck, you should take a break or just go to bed and then maybe ask somebody for a different perspective. Um, Usually, it's something that you don't notice because you've been staring at it for too long.
Yeah, so just show me one of your problems.
Here it is. The Upmer Atmosphere Research Satellite stopped functioning and then fell back to Earth on September 23rd, 2011. The following table shows the satellite's altitude on the days before September 23rd. And then there's a big table of numbers with days and altitude. All the questions are to find the average vertical velocity between 2 days. Part A is between day 50.5 and day 54. Part B is between day 53 and day 54. Part C is between day 53.5 and day 54.
What's average velocity? Are you supposed to average all the numbers in the table?
Actually, no. The book says average velocity is the distance traveled divided by time. It's pretending that the speed is always the same, even if it isn't. Like if you walk 10 miles in 2 hours, your average velocity would be 5 miles per hour. But maybe you stop for coffee, and for part of that distance you ran. So the average velocity is only pretending you walked the whole time at 5 miles per hour.
Oh, I see. Like all kinds of averages are pretending. Like if I have $10 and you have $10, but Rocio has $3 million, then the average of our money is $1 million each. So it's like we're sharing all the money, even if we're not.
Show us what you did.
I'll show you part C first. See, between row 14 and row 15, the satellite went from 190 to 172 kilometers, and the time changed by 0.5 days. So 190 minus 172 is 18 kilometers. Divided by 0.5 days, I did it on my calculator and got 36.
That sounds right. I had some problems like that in my algebra class last year. Subtracting the distances tells you the change in distance, and subtracting the days tells you the change in time. It's like slope. Change in y over change in x. Velocity is change in distance divided by change in time.
Look, when I enter it in the homework system, the computer says it's wrong. I tried a lot of other things, but they weren't right either. What am I doing wrong?
We checked that your ideas are right and your calculations are right.
Oh, remember something you said a while ago. Speed and velocity aren't the same. Speed is always positive. It's a quantity, an amount that measures how fast the satellite is going, but velocity has an amount and a direction, in this case, up and down. Look, the numbers are going down for the distance to the Earth, so the distance is decreasing, but you had a positive number for how much the distance changed. That says the distance is going up, and that's not right.
I remember that when I calculated slopes in algebra, I would sometimes make a mistake by subtracting the y's and x's in different orders. So you should check what you did.
Okay. I should subtract n minus beginning. 172 is the end and 190 is the beginning. The change in distance is 172 minus 190. That's row 15 minus row 14. Oh, it's negative 18. The change in time is row 15 minus row 14 again. 54 minus 53.5, which is positive 0.5. A negative divided by a positive is a negative, so the answer is negative 36. That's a downwards velocity. All right.
Good job.
Yeah, man.
My other two answers should be negative too.
Maybe you rounded off too much? I had a course where the online grading system always checked to 5 decimal places. Is there somewhere they tell you how much to round to?
I rounded part A to a whole number because the other two answers were whole numbers. The decimal didn't look right. Oh, I remember something about rounding in the getting started section. Now look, unless otherwise stated, the system will count your answer correct if it agrees within a relative tolerance of 0.0001 or 0.01%. What does that mean?
Type in more digits of your answer and see if it likes that.
No, it still says incorrect. Still wrong. Oh, I got this one right.
Yay!
Nice.
Wait, that's 0.01%. Maybe that means 0.01% of the answer is as much as you can be off? What is 0.01% of your calculator answer?
Well, 1% would be moving the decimal point 2 places. Around 0.16. 0.1% moves another place, and 0.01% another place again. So that should be around 0.0016. What if I subtract that from the calculator's answer? Negative 16.2876. And if I add, I get negative 16.2844. So the answer is in the middle somewhere, negative 16 point whatever. And 0.01% less than that number is to the left, and 0.01% more than that number is to the right. So anything between these two would be counted correct.
Try it.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, not gonna lie.
There might be a way to save all that typing. It's really easy to make a mistake typing a number from your calculator. In my online homework, it sometimes lets you type in an expression and then the computer does a calculation. Will it let you do that?
What do you mean expression?
An expression is a combination of symbols that stands for a number, like 2 plus 3, or sometimes they have variables like 2x plus 3.
What you did was you subtracted the distances, subtracted the times, then divided. You could write that as a sort of formula. And you can copy and paste the numbers. That might avoid some typing mistakes. So type this. Parenthesis, get the distance from row 15,
172.
minus, get the distance from row 8,
229.
close parenthesis, division sign.
What key do I use for division?
Slash. It's under the question mark.
And keep typing. So another left parenthesis, get the time from row 15,
54.0.
minus, get the time from row 8,
50.5.
close parenthesis.
Oh, and this software puts what I've typed into mathematical symbols. Look, that's what the problem in the book showed. The slash shows as a fraction bar means division.
Now hit submit.
Nice.
I liked it.
I guess the people who programmed these problems were more interested whether you knew the right operations than whether you could punch them into your calculator correctly. After all, this computer knows how to do those calculations.
It seems like all computer systems use the same way to type in calculations. When I use a spreadsheet, slash means division, and asterisk means multiplication. And usually you need parentheses. I'm going to put your formula into a spreadsheet. See, it gives the same number, and you can get a lot more decimal places if you want.
That's so much better now. I was really almost right. And I'm going to start using more expressions now. Thank you, Lex. Thank you, Rocio.